Donna Douglas kept this hidden when filming the Beverly Hillbillies. The Beverly Hillbillies is one of the most beloved shows in television history and kept us watching and laughing for years. But it turns out that there were plenty of secrets behind the scenes the producers never wanted the fans to see. We've got all the juicy details on your favorite Hillbillies, so y'all better check it out. Not the Critics' Choice. For a little more than 9 years, the long-running program was a smash. Fans identified with the plain rural peasants, creating a shambles and snobbish Beverly Hills. Critics, on the other hand, couldn't see the attraction. Despite receiving 7 Emmy nominations over the years, reviewers called the program strained and unfunny, and painful to watch. Regardless of their opinions, no one can deny the series' popularity and success, which has made it one of the most-watched programs on television. The studio attempted to reproduce the enchantment by developing a cinematic adaptation in 1993, but the film received poor reviews and earned only modest profits. The initial spark just didn't exist. Actress turned politician. On the episode, Nancy Culp portrayed Miss Jane Hathaway, a love-starved and permanently unmarried lady. She was a fantastic actor, but she was also a teacher, linguist, and ambitious politician. Culp had trained to be a publicist, but after moving to Hollywood, she found herself in front of the camera rather than behind it. She left the Beverly Hillbillies after 9 years and entered politics, running as the Democratic contender for the U.S. House of Representatives in Pennsylvania. An inexpensive estate. The Beverly Hillbillies creator, Paul Henning, spent $500 to film at a Bel Air house. The Kirkby Mansion, which was completed in 1933 and is surrounded by groomed grounds and a large garden, is the estate they utilized. This property became renowned as the beautiful home where the Beverly Hillbillies resided once they grew wealthy. When the program ended, the home was sold to Jerry Parenchio, a TV magnate and a real estate developer. He demolished the majority of the home to build an even larger mansion with subterranean parking. Friends on camera. Buddy Ebsen portrayed Jed Clampett, the show's humorous protagonist. It comes out that Ebsen and another cast member, Nancy Culp, did not get along well behind the scenes. Ebsen, who didn't agree with Culp's political ideas, agreed to support her opponent by appearing in a radio commercial against her. Nancy sought the Democratic nomination for the House of Representatives in 1984, but was defeated by Republican Bud Schuster by a wide majority. Nancy was said to have been very saddened by Buddy's conduct and to have said he should have stayed out of it. Sharon Tate in a wig. Sharon Tate, an American model and actress, appeared in a few films and television shows in the 1960s. Regrettably, she's most remembered as a victim of the Manson family killings in 1969. Sharon and her husband, filmmaker Roman Polanski, were expecting their first child when she died. She appears in around 15 episodes as Janet Trago, a recurrent character on the program. Sharon would disguise herself with a brunette wig throughout her visits. Striking it rich. The Beverly Hillbillies rapidly became a tremendous smash, creating stars of everyone involved, including the performers and producers, much like Jed Clampett's unexpected financial windfall. The not-so-smart but warm-hearted Clampetts captured America's hearts by being true to themselves and without putting on airs. All of these endearing characters discovered a winning formula. The Beverly Hillbillies grossed $25 million at the start of the program and more than $100 million by the finale. That's quite an achievement and a very nice compensation. Plagued by Alzheimer's. The banker on the Beverly Hillbillies left an indelible impression on viewers. Every new billionaire needs financial guidance on how to handle their wealth. On the famous program, Raymond Bailey portrayed the astute Mr. Drysdale. Unfortunately, Bailey started to show early signs of Alzheimer's disease over the final 2 seasons of the program. His condition became clear in the final few episodes. Raymond Bailey was forced to retire from acting shortly after the program finished and died in 1980 at the age of 75. Shady business dealings. Fans adored Jethro Bodine, who portrayed Jed's adoptive nephew on the program. Max Baer Jr. depicted him as dim-witted but good-hearted. In reality, he was so astute that he was able to sue CBS and win. He really charged the television business with 5 distinct offenses. It turns out that a restaurant chain was utilizing the actor's name, and CBS was aware of it, but for some reason they never informed Baer. Instead, the network reached some kind of secret settlement arrangement, according to Baer, who was cited as stating, "It's not a secret deal, we just can't talk about it." Mattel's doll controversy. Donna Douglas, who portrayed Ellie Mae, did not fit the princess stereotype. Despite this, Mattel toy manufacturers included her persona as one of 3 Barbie dolls in their classic TV collection. Douglas chose to sue Mattel in 2011 for using her picture on the doll without her permission. In the end, the actress settled the complaint. Iron Hillbillies. Only Buddy Ebsen, Irene Ryan, and Donna Douglas appeared in all 274 episodes of the show's 9-season run. 2 for the price of 1. Max Baer Jr. had no reservations about dressing up as his character's twin sister, Jethrine Bodine. That's a good thing, since her scenes were hilarious. Linda Henning provided the voice for Jethrine, despite the fact that he portrayed both Jethro and his plain twin. Linda is the daughter of the Beverly Hillbillies creator, Paul Henning. The skits are not only classic, but also hilarious. Remember, the program was still filmed in black and white, making Max Baer Jr. one of the first male performers on television to portray a female character. Hidden scandal. There was allegedly some turmoil on the Beverly Hillbillies, with Sonny being Margaret Drysdale's kid from a prior marriage. Despite the fact that there was no serious problem with this, the program consistently referred to him as Sonny Drysdale, which was not his last name. Sonny's surname was Adonis, after his father and Margaret's first husband, according to the show's experts. It's odd why the authors would incorporate such a forward-thinking surprise, yet not utilize it until much later in the season. My Levi's. America really adores a gorgeous blonde in a pair of jeans, as seen by the hit sitcom The Dukes of Hazzard. At the conclusion of the first season of the Beverly Hillbillies, Levi Strauss agreed that the beautiful Ellie Mae was excellent for business. In one interview, a brand executive said Donna Douglas had done more for the sale of blue jeans in 1 year than cowboys had done in 100. Iconic wheels. The Hillbillies rolled around in a Oldsmobile 46 Roadster truck from 1921. As part of the bicentennial festivities, the legendary automobile, which had grown fairly renowned over the years, was presented to a museum in 1976. The iconic wheels were also moved across the ocean to England for several European episodes. The money was wisely spent, since the renowned Hicks wouldn't go anywhere without their clunker. This image shows all the car's unique accessories. The horn is our particular favorite. Timeless beauty. Despite dramatic changes in hair and dress style since the 1960s, Donna Douglas's natural beauty has always shone through. Douglas was an athlete in high school, playing for both the basketball and softball teams. She was named Miss New Orleans and Miss Baton Rouge before landing her big break in show business. Donna Douglas won pageant after pageant, and it's easy to see why. Ellie Mae Clampett became well known not long after she was found. Never too old. It's never too late to make your goals come true, something Irene Ryan realized when the Beverly Hillbillies ended. Despite the fact that she was most recognized for her part as Granny and was offered a comparable role on TV shortly after the program terminated, Irene Ryan declined. Instead, she opted to go to New York and test her abilities on Broadway. Her achievement teaches us all that it's never too late to change ourselves. Time to say goodbye. Even with a track record of outstanding ratings and loving admirers, all good things come to an end. After 9 great seasons, the network decided to end the Beverly Hillbillies in 1971. According to CBS executive Fred Silverman, the program had lost its charm and was no longer distinctive in its depiction of rural life. At the time, the network was airing sitcoms like Petticoat Junction and Green Acres. The Clampetts were no longer welcome due to the popularity of rival series depicting small-town life. Just a small-town girl. Irene Ryan, an actress, was born on October 17, 1902 in San Francisco, California, and died in 1973 in Santa Monica, California. Despite being a native Californian, Ryan was a seasoned traveler owing to her many TV, film, radio, and Broadway endeavors. Granny, on the other hand, lived in a much more secure environment. She often mentioned her up in Limestone, Tennessee on the program. These interviews demonstrate Irene Ryan's talent as an actress since we believed what she said. Granny's speech and behavior are perfect for all her persona symbolizes. Best episode ever. Though views vary to this day, Hedda Hopper's Hollywood was voted the most popular and successful episode of the Beverly Hillbillies in all 9 seasons. The episode was regarded to have immediately brought viewers to the program, and it was also ranked number 62 on TV Guide's 100 Greatest Episodes of All Time list in 1997. That's quite an achievement. The ladies on the program were a key reason why it was so good. Without these incredible actresses, the show wouldn't be the same. Hillbilly Barbie. Ellie Mae Clampett was Jed Clampett's lovely daughter. Despite her attractiveness, she preferred playing with animals than manicures and other girly activities. Nonetheless, Mattel opted to transform her into one of 3 Barbie dolls for their classic TV collection. Despite being charmed by the doll, actress Donna Douglas chose to sue the firm without obtaining her permission to manufacture it. The inclusion of an outdated black and white portrait of her on the box was the most contentious issue. The case was ultimately resolved out of court. JFK. On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was killed. After his death, America as a whole was shocked and inconsolable. Surprisingly, the 8 episodes of the Beverly Hillbillies that aired following the assassination had the greatest ratings in television history. It might simply be a humorous coincidence, but we feel the nation needed to get away from the harsh reality for a few chuckles. There's a reason it was one of the decade's most popular series. Cruising. The family vehicle, with Granny's chair fastened to the roof and Jethro's smile behind the wheel, is a well-loved feature of the Beverly Hillbillies. The Clampetts were on the hunt for roadkill to take home and prepare as they were driving about. Pearl, their cousin, owned the posh vehicle. She lent money to them to enable them to relocate to California once they struck it rich. It was quite kind of her to lend them her 1921 Oldsmobile.